Hey guys, Space Marine here, and I'm here to bring you an episode of Stellaris. I decided that I was going to do a little something special to celebrate, commemorate, whatever you want to call it, Stellaris. So I decided to create the UNSC from Halo. Now there will be mods that do this. Probably it'll look better than, as far as ship-wise, than this will currently, because I'll be using the basic human ship. You know, they'll probably call it like the Fujita drives, and they'll have like true mass drivers which hit further than this. But I kind of wanted to play this kind of style, just because I really enjoyed the Halo series, the Halo universe. So why don't we jump in? I'll explain a little bit about this as we go. We are collectivists and fanatic materialists. And we are a despotic hegemony. We're human. We're sedentary, because I figured humans, once they settle down, don't really want to move. But we are intelligent. We're not super geniuses, but we are smart. And we're somewhat enduring, and that's mostly... I gave this trait mostly because recently, in the UNSC history, humans live longer than they do in our current timeline. So I think this will be a little more accurate. There were a few other things I'd like to add, but points and limitations and all that as they are currently. We do have Earth and the continental world, where we will start. So what I'll do is I'll put the galaxy size to large, spiral forms. I'll probably put something like 20 AI empires with 5 advanced, normal difficulty, any AI. And I'll put it on Iron Man mode. So let's get started. Alright. In the eons since the first primitive human colonies took shape on the grassy savannas of Earth, our civilization has spread and prospered. Despite our rapid progression throughout the technological ages, as a species we were fragmented and inefficient. A new system emerged during these chaotic times that delivered us from the superstitious beliefs and brought us order to society. Hold on 1 second, sorry, I'm starting the clock. Alright. Some resisted this change out of irrational fear, but after several pacification wars, they too became productive components of a greater whole. Now, after the successful creation of several experimental subspace fields, the finest minds of the United Nations Space Command have finished the development of the first warp drives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp.
Greetings, Overlord. I am Vea, a prototype synthetic. Don't be a fool.
Alright. So let's pick our research first, and I'm going to start with physics research. I never seem to have trouble with energy, so let's do quantum theory. For society, we will do colony ship. And for engineering, we shall do nanocomposite armor. Alright, so let's take a look. We're in Earth, and there's Luna. It's our first construction ship. There's our science guy. Anomaly research speed, nice. We have this. We'll take a look at the ship and kind of see what it's made up of, but it's called the Tiger Shark, and we have our first fleet here. So let's see, here's our first world. It's the only world we have right now. Let's take a look. Tiger Shark. It's got 3 small railguns and 2 fusion drives. I think that'll be alright for now. Alright. So let's get this guy started. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy, let's start surveying our system. Put it on normal speed. While he's doing that, I want to build up. Okay, there's our air. Let's go down to Earth. Alright, so here's our administration. Money network. So it looks like all this stuff does have a spot. How are we growing? Growing at a rate of 4, so that's not bad. So this person's about to pop out sometime soon. I'll probably put a mining network over here. And then maybe start clearing out. I think I'll wait. Sure. I think I'll clear out this. That way, the pop can grow here, and then we can get that society research. So that costed us a little bit of minerals and some credits. Alright, what it does is, see how this doesn't technically have a name below it? If it has a name below it, it's unexplored. Or it has been explored and it'll show a resource icon. Ooh. Sorry about that. Alright, not finding a whole lot. I know last game I played is this. I didn't find too terribly much, just a couple of things. So we'll see.
Hostile fleet detected.
Oh wow. Unknown fleet entering our system. Oh no, yeah, entering one of the systems. You know what? Let's take our... First, let's get an admiral. Got eager, cautious, and resilient. This one will live much longer, so I think we'll take her. We'll assign her, and then we'll send them out here, just to kind of see if we can get there and see if we can see anything. So definitely with a hostile fleet. Let's see if we can build. Yeah, let's build another one of these guys. Actually, we'll build two. Nice. They're nice and cheap right now. Eventually, they'll become much more expensive. Ah, they weren't heading towards Procon. They're heading somewhere where we don't know. But, who knows. Let's fly around and peek at everything, see if we can find anything interesting. While our science ship is still exploring. Alright, looks like we didn't find much. So I think we'll take this fleet and head back home. I think we'll head back to Earth and into orbit. Might actually be able to get a decent sized fleet if we can build them while they're still nice and cheap. Man, we haven't found almost anything so far. Normally on Uranus and stuff, or at least the past time I tried it, there was energy credits and such, so there we go. Let's go get some of those. Once we get a little more credits. Let me speed this up just a little bit. Group these guys together.
Construction complete.
Alright. That's actually a pretty decently sized fleet. What we'll do is tell this science ship that after they finish all that stuff, they can survey around this. Just to kind of get a picture of the nearby stars. The leader has gained a level. Nice. Doesn't look like he's picked up any skills, but that usually doesn't happen very often. It's just rare that they'll... Probably by the time he reaches level 5 or whatever, he'll probably have picked up a skill. Usually it's only in the beginning.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we finished construction on the surface. This is nice and cleared out, so what we'll do is we might build one of these, or we might build a power plant since it produces all this. And the anomaly we detected on Ilo, I believe is how you pronounce it, unveils something astonishing. The moon is surrounded by a trail of undoubtedly produced... The moon is surrounded by a trail undoubtedly produced by FTL engines. We are unable to trace its origin due to it being generated long ago. We should continue to investigate these sorts of anomalies whenever we get a chance. It will most assuredly grant us new knowledge and technology. We've been watched, but why? At least Jupiter has a lot of moons that can have stuff, so that'd be nice. Hey, there we go. 4 credits on Jupiter. The United Nations Space Command is abuzz with news of the alien remnant studied by the UNSC Gato. These leavings are considered definite proof of intelligent, purposeful alien activity at some point in the past. We may still be alone now, but at least not the first to do so. Alright, let's take this ship, and once we get enough, I think we'll build this one. Looks like we get some kind of discount on buildings, which is nice because buildings tend to be pretty expensive early on. Once you get the credits flowing, it's not too bad, but alright. Get some more credits flowing. Some research here we can do, so that's nice.
System survey complete.
Awesome. Sol is completely surveyed. So now our science craft will go research or go survey other places, so that'll be nice. I know there's a couple planets out here. You can kind of tell, based on your intel level, it kind of tells you what you can tell by each place. Like right here we have high intel level, meaning you pretty much see everything, even ships that move in there. Here we have medium, meaning we can see ships and the planets and what types they are, but we can't see anybody moving in the system. And then low means that we basically know how many planets are there, but we don't know really what they are. So yeah, they're kind of blurred out. Like theoretically I could take a guess, like, oh, this is probably a gas giant, but I couldn't know for certain without sending a ship there. Alright, so now we've got 3 crystals coming in from there. 4 actually, and then oh, there's another station right there we can build. I think we'll wait and build a couple more ships. So I know these guys can become pretty expensive later on, and it's cheaper to upgrade them than it is to build them right out. So we can get a couple of these guys going, get up to our force limit. Well, our naval capacity. When you scroll over, it actually tells you what's available that you haven't used. See, it says 4, below it says 6. Once I've used all of them, like I've used, it means there's 6 available credits, and I'm not currently getting. So I believe there's 3 over here and 3 over here. So in total, there's 10 energy credits in that system. And boom, we have another ship complete, so it's a pretty decently sized navy for this early on. Now we can focus our minerals on other things. Especially early on, it's really nice to be able to get some minerals if you can get a hold of them. Looks like there's some science here, some energy there. And this will be the last one. Looks like we can colonize Alpha Centauri. It's not amazingly colonizable, but it's not bad. It is a continental world, so that's nice. I wish you gave you a list of, weak magnetic field. That's why it's not quite 80%.
System survey complete.
The normal is 80%. And then you can actually bump it up a little bit, making it more habitable. So this will be a nice first planet to grab, because we'll at least get 2 credits out of it, if not more. Alright, looks like our science ship is coming over here. And honestly, in the beginning, it is a little slow. I know a lot of you guys are like probably a little bored, but it will get interesting. And it is pretty interesting, at least for me, this early on. It might just take a little time before it gets too interesting. Alright, so what do I want to do next? We take this guy and his observation post. Probably want to save up and wait. See if we can find any mineral deposits, like right there. Mineral deposits are great. Because energy credits, you can get a lot of them, but they're not all that useful. Like, they're useful for, having large amounts of ships and all that such. But for the most part, you use these to get these. Ooh, there's a 4-1. That's really nice. See what Procylon or Scion 3 gives us. Looks like our scientist is getting a lot of research or experience. Failure risk is 55% because he's below that level. I think we'll let him continue to study other things before we send him to there. That's a pretty high failure risk. But I do want to take this construction ship and move him here. Oh. So you can just tell him to do the mining station now. Awesome. Alright, so now our ship's over here, and this guy's going to go out here and build. Now, one thing I will say is that the ships don't actually go the right direction. They warp in kind of a weird direction. Like, I don't know if you recognize, but he was heading this way, actually. And they at least spawn in the right direction. Like, he does come in from the right direction, but for some reason they spawn outwards in the wrong direction. Which I don't know why that is. It's weird. Maybe it's... What I was thinking is maybe they're assuming that, they would come out here since it's the closest spot, and then they would turn their warp drive that way once they got it started. And that's possible, but... Let's watch this guy chop out these little drones as they start working away. Alright, so now it's just a little bit of a waiting game. Looks like our scientist has leveled up, so he's at least equal with the level of that anomaly, which I'm okay with. So what I'll do is I'll have him come back here, so after he finishes all of those other things, which might allow him to level up again, let him come out here, and that should have him doing the research. Yeah. So he'll do all this, and then hopefully he'll be able to do this. So right now it's down to 30%, and if I can get him to level up before he gets there, which I'm not sure if he will, but if I can, that'll make it even less likely for him to fail. Oh. Alright, the mining station has been completed, and it looks like somebody's maybe heading for Sol. Yep. However, there's some form of alien vessels in the Sol system. These strange objects have been flagged as alpha aliens. Interesting. These are the aliens. Alright. So I'm going to have this guy research it. It'll temporarily pause this, even if it was really close. But it will continue once you finish.
Research complete.
Let me slow down this a little bit. Alright. Let's add a new research. Let's see. Increase research speed. increase energy generation, or create a power hub which produces a bunch, but it also does that. I'd rather have the increased research speed. That'll be nice. Alright. Now we're a little suspicious of these guys, so let's head out this way.
System survey complete.
System survey complete. Nice. And I think we will attack them. Right now we're just kind of like following them and looking at them, because they're kind of neutral.
Situation log updated.
Some form of alien vessels in the Taurus system.
Situation log updated. Evading hostile fleet.
Yep. Looks like there's multiple aliens. So, never mind, we're not going to attack these space whales, whatever they are. We are going to head out this way, take our first fleet out to Taurus. So that's a lot of enemies, okay. We might have to be careful about this one. Let's see, is it just out there? Yeah, it looks like there are aliens that way, so there might be actual other race out that way. So our military ship, so this guy I'm actually going to tell to, even though I wish he was a higher level, I'll just tell him to go research that. Right. So we'll see. I'm going to pop in. Alright, so there's quite a few ships. Looks like some of these, though, are stations. Yeah, it looks like some kind of weird stations. So I think what we'll first do is take on these guys. Let's go attack this, whatever it is. They seem hostile to us, I don't know why, but they are. Man, this looks really cool.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Woo! Let's hope my ships can survive long enough. If I have to retreat them, I'll definitely retreat them because I'd rather not lose too many ships. But I'd like to do a little bit of damage. If I lose a ship, it's not that big of a deal, but I'd want to defeat them to lose a ship. Oh crap, we just lost one. Yeah, we lost one anyways. Which sucks. But alright, so we know they have a lot of ships, so let's get a couple more. Definitely look like they could easily kick our butt. So a few more ships would be nice. Alright, they're almost finished with that, and then they'll be able to continue this.
Special project complete.
Okay. Alright. Looks like the spaceborne life forms. So it looks like those were the space whales that I was talking about earlier. They'll let this finish, because then once this finishes, I'll then start the next one. Indicating that they are none too pleased with or say where they have found nothing of interest. Alright, so let's send them out here to survey the system, and then out there, survey that one, that one, that one. Space whale, they're just kind of chilling. Fleet is fully repaired. I built another ship. So we can produce one more ship before heading back out there. Go. Take 2 months. That's not bad. And I like how you can add a little ship prefix, the UNSC Vulture, UNSC Sardine. But I think we're nearing the 25-minute mark. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully we'll be able to take out those guys. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. This has been your host, Space Marine. Peace out.